What is going on YouTube? It's your boy Nevin the Barber, and in today's haircut tutorial I'm going to be showing you guys a $100 drop fade transformation. So to get right into this tutorial today, I'm going to go ahead and start off by doing some clipper over comb with my Saber 2.0 clippers, just to kind of debulk all of this mess that my client had. It had been over 5 months since he had cut his hair, so I just wanted to start off by creating a foundation for this haircut. And clipper over comb is one of the easiest ways to create a foundation whenever you guys are trying to start a haircut. So now that I have all that bulk removed, I'll go ahead and set in my first initial guideline using my Gamma Metal Instinct trimmer. And I'm going to go ahead and drop this guideline underneath my client's occipital bone on the back of his head. And the reason why I'm doing this is because, for one, it is a drop fade, and two, I want to give myself enough room to make sure I get a nice clean blend right underneath my client's occipital bone. And for the second step, I'm going to go ahead and use the 1.5 guard with the lever all the way closed. And I'm taking this guideline up about 2 inches. And the reason why I'm going up a little bit higher with this guideline is because this is going to be the top of where my fade ends, and I'm flicking out right underneath my client's parietal ridge bone. And now with the 1/2 guard all the way closed, I'm going to go up right in the middle of this guideline, followed by opening the lever all the way. And I'm just going to begin flicking at that guideline until it slowly starts to fade away. And every client's hair texture is different. In this case, my client did have some pretty thick hair, so I went ahead and took a little bit extra time with this step just to ensure I could, blend that guideline out nice and smooth. And I'm just gradually closing my lever as needed to flick out this guideline. And now I'm going to go ahead and line up his vertical bars as well as his C-cups. And I always like to do this before erasing my last guideline. I feel like this makes the lineup pop out a lot more. And now with the lever all the way closed, I'm going to go ahead and start flicking out at that last guideline, blending the 00 into the 0.5. And I would highly recommend using a 0 gapped clipper whenever you guys are doing this. It'll make the job that much easier for you guys to flick out this last guideline. And if you guys do want to get a discount on any of the clippers that I'm using in this haircut, feel free to use my discount code NEVIN10 on the Gamma or Stylecraft website. And you guys can see how easy I was able to flick out that last guideline. Now I'm going to go ahead and take my Saber trimmers to edge up my client's beard. And if you guys have learned anything in this tutorial so far, please be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I do drop weekly barber tutorials, so if there's any haircuts that you guys want to see, feel free to drop them in the comments and I will try my best to get them out for you guys. And here I'm just lining up my client's mustache as well as shaping up his beard, like I said. And it's really just all these small details that's going to make your haircut pop. At the end of the day, not only will your client appreciate the detail work, but this will increase your chances of retainment. And I'm going to go ahead and repeat the same exact steps on the right side of my client's head. So I'll first start by putting in my first initial guideline with my trimmers. And you guys can see how I'm dropping the guideline as I go over my client's ear, ensuring that I drop it beneath his occipital bone. And now that I have that guideline set, I'll go ahead and put my 1.5 guard on with the lever all the way closed. Again, taking this guideline up about 2 inches. And I'm going to do some clipper over comb just to blend up into the parietal ridge area. And whenever you guys are doing this, you want to be sure to roll the comb off of your client's scalp. That way you don't cut up into the crown area. As you guys can see, I was able to get a nice clean transition up into the crown without using the 3 guard or the 2 guard. And for the next step, I'll go ahead and use the 1/2 guard with the lever all the way closed. And I'm taking this guideline up, going up about halfway, which is equivalent to about 1 inch. And now that I have that guideline set, I'll go ahead and open up the lever all the way using the same guard just to blend out that guideline that I just put in. And as I mentioned before, just be patient with this step and really pay attention to your client's growth pattern. Sometimes you're gonna notice that clients have hair growing in different directions. So in that case, you guys just wanna use the corner of your clipper and angle it in the direction that the hair is growing out of the scalp. And just be patient with it. You guys can see how this guideline is slowly starting to disperse away. And now I'm gonna go ahead and line up my client's C-cups as well as his vertical bars. Once again, like I said, I feel like this really just brings more contrast to the fade and the lineup. At the end of the day, there's really no right or wrong way to do this. This is just personally what works best for me. And now I'm gonna begin attacking that last guideline using no guard with the lever all the way closed. And this is cutting the hair down to a 00 length. And this is the only time during the fade where I'm gonna go from the lever all the way closed to open. And I'll just gradually open the lever as needed to flick out any last dark areas that I see. And you guys can see how this fade is coming together with these few simple steps. I only use the 1.5 guard and the half guard when it comes to my fading system. And like I mentioned, there's really no right or wrong way to do this. This is just the most, effective system that's worked for me personally. And I'm just using the corner of my blade to put in any detail work as needed. I personally like to use the corner of my blade rather than the full blade, only because I get to detail with much more precision. And now I'm gonna go ahead and take my trimmers to flick out that last stubble guideline, ensuring that I have a nice clean transition from the skin into the fade. And again, if you guys wanna save any money on any of these clippers that I'm using, feel free to use my discount code NEVIN10 on the Gamma website. I'll be sure to leave the link in the description if you guys do wanna check them out. And right here, I'm just lining up my client's beard underneath where his neck is at, as well as his mustache and his sideburn area. And same thing on my client's cheek. You guys want to be sure that you don't cut too much or dig in too deep. Nobody likes a pushback hairline. Same thing with the beard. Most guys like to keep it nice and full. So just keep that in mind whenever you guys are doing this step right here. And I'm just blending out my client's sideburns using the half guard, going from lever open all the way to closed. And I'll just finish up lining up my client's cheek using my razor blade. And you guys want to be sure to stretch the skin whenever doing this step. That way you don't nick your client. And now that I have the fade as well as the beard lineup complete, all I have to do now is come back and trim the top of my client's hair. And he did want to maintain most of the length up top. I'm really just cutting all the dead ends from his hair. And I went ahead and parted my client's hair down the middle. And I'm just cutting off any excess hair hanging over the parietal ridge area, as you guys can see. This is a very simple way to trim the top of your client's hair. And he did want to go for that messy textured fringe look. So I went ahead and trimmed it right above his eyebrows on the front of his forehead. And you guys can see that I'm doing point cutting as well as a technique called slithering. And this is just creating some texture and volume throughout my client's hair. That way it's not as bulky. And right here, I'm just applying some texturizing spray. Always be sure to style your client's hair. Sometimes they may not know how to style it. And not only that, it just makes the haircut look that much better whenever you apply a little bit of product. And to finish off this haircut, I went ahead and did some shear over comb followed by some point cutting. But that is about it for today's haircut tutorial. Once again, if you guys learned anything in this video, please be sure to hit the like button, drop a comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But it's been your boy Nevin the Barber, and I'm out. I'll see you guys in the next one.